we are going to be testing some colors and doing some swatches and coloring this cute little cupcake. I'm Carissa with Grisaille, and we're just gonna have fun and color today. So you can actually download this page for free at grisaille.com, and you can also get this recipe book, which is super helpful for choosing your colors. Coloring day is August 2nd, so you can get prepared to have some little tools that will make your coloring experience that much better. So this is our recipe book with some color combinations, and this is great for giving you some ideas. And then you can make your own recipes as well. Now, this is done using our Grisaille colored pencils. These are our Velvet Touch colored pencils. They come in so many beautiful shades. So you can grab these at grisaille.com and match them up to these recipes, but you can use any brand. So there's like 2 color combos, and then like skin tones, and then every color of the rainbow. So I've picked my colors. So I'm going to be doing our bloom technique, and that is also shown in this book here, How to Bloom, which is starting with your base color or your lightest shade, then your midtone and shadow, and then going back to your midtone and base again. So we call it the 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1 method. So you're going to work this way and then back up, and then your colors will be blended perfectly every time, especially if you use the Grisaille Burnisher blender. This is a wonderful blender for colored pencils. So that's what I'm going to be using today. And I have picked my colors. I think I'm going to do this first one for the color of my cupcake, and then for the strawberry, I'm going to use this pink geranium and pomegranate, which is, where did it go? This one here. So that's going to be for our strawberry, and then I went with this for the wrapping on the cupcake, so it's going to be like a light pink and blue. And then we'll use some different colors for the sprinkles. So this is just a simple exercise where you can, like I said, you can get all of these supplies at grisaille.com, and this is free on there to download. So you can print that off and follow along. So first I'm going to do my swatches. So I'm going to follow this one first. And I'm going to do this RO1 recipe and just start filling in my swatch sheet so then I can kind of map out my colors. Now I'm just choosing a few for this cupcake because this is a simple exercise, but you can use these swatches to try out several different color recipes.
You can actually start swatching from the bottom.
Yeah.
So it'll be like, so you can push your picture up.
That's fair.
Higher.
Yeah. So I'm going to do this one, which we're going to start with the white and do a base.
I love that this paper is like not white, that it's that warm white. So you can
Yes, this is Legion Stonehenge warm white drawing paper, and it is the best paper ever.
We actually have some mini pads on our website too, if you wanted to purchase a little mini pad of this type of paper.
So you can give it a try. So then our mid-tone color is this blush pink, which is my favorite color.
So cute.
And so you just start on the outside and bring that color in. And so this is what we call the bloom technique. And you can use this on any element in any coloring page, and it just gives more dimension.
And it's fun.
It looks 3D, and it's fun. And I'm just starting with a light layer, and we'll add more pressure as we go. And then when we use our blender, it will just blend everything all together too. But I just like to go on the outside with the darkest shade, and then just blend out and in, and keep that center your lightest color, just like you see in the book. And this recipe book can be used for more than just coloring. You can match up whatever media you like to use and just get some ideas for colors and color recipes. So I'm just...
Hi, Shashoja, however you say that name.
Welcome
Thanks
in.
for watching.
And then I'm gonna go back with my mid-tone shade. So this is gonna be the icing for our cupcake.
Oh, okay.
So I thought this would be a really
That would be
pretty shade.
yummy.
And then
Like
gonna
it's
go in with
strawberry
white.
flavored.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So then just going over that center with the lightest shade again.
Yeah.
And then if you want to enhance the shadow more, you know, you can do that. And then once we blend it, then those colors will come out even more.
That's gonna be good.
So then I'm gonna take my burnisher blender pencil and just kind of, again, work out to in. And then those colors are going to be nice and smooth, and we're just gonna get a good swatch here. And then we have our crumb brush. This little brush is currently on sale. This is with our pastel collection, but you can get this brush, and it's perfect for sweeping away pencil crumbs and keeping your desk tidy, and it's super cute. So I've been loving this brush too.
Yeah, it is
helpful.
really great. It's nice how big it is. I still love our little mini, but you know, this is definitely an upgrade.
Yeah. Okay, so there's our first color. That's going to be our icing. And then we're going to do our strawberry color. So we're doing this R13 bubblegum geranium pomegranate. So
that is an interesting combo.
Yes, see, you wouldn't think to put those colors together, but it works. And that's what the recipe book is for. Give you some colors you might not think of to go together. So this is going to cover the whole circle. And we have other freebies on our site as well. And we have some downloadable coloring pages and blending charts, all things to help you. Whether you do colored pencils, watercolor, we just keep adding things over there. So go check it out. So I'm using this red going on the outside. You can see that bubblegum and red blend together. That's so pretty. I just like to kind of go on the outside and then blend in, keeping that center the brightest point. And this is just good practice for blending. Because you do have to be a little bit soft when you start out. And then our shadow color is pomegranate. So I'm going to go on the outside with this. And then when these colors blend together, that's a really beautiful shade. I love that. Perfect for a strawberry. felt like going with some soft pastel shades today. And we do have a pastel set of colored pencils out that would be perfect for this exercise. This is our little pastel collection of colored pencils. So that would be really beautiful for this cupcake. And you should definitely try some recipes with these colors. They're so cute. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back over with our mid-tone. And you can apply more pressure that second time around. You don't have to be perfect about it, especially if you're using a blender. And then now I'm gonna work in using this bubblegum shade. So again, this is bubblegum, geranium, and pomegranate. This pomegranate's a really dark reddish purple shade, but it works so well. They look great together. And it's nice because these colors printed on here are really accurate. So you can compare your swatches, and if you want to try a different red, then you can just keep trying these different recipes. We give you enough circles on here where you can just kind of play and experiment. Isn't that beautiful? And like I said, you can go in and blend it even more if you have to. And then use this blender pencil. I'm going to use my jumbo crumb brush, and look, just clean that right up. You don't realize when you're putting pressure on that paper that you are going to get some pencil crumbs. And your blooms are going to look even better if you change up the direction that you're blending your pencils, and same thing when you use the blender. You want to go in like the opposite direction. Beautiful. Oh, I love this one. And let's sweep that away. You can see they're looking nice and smooth. This technique works amazing. And then we're going to do our green. This is the green I'm going to use for the strawberry. Is Believe. I'm using this apple and powder. So let's see if I can find my swatch again. I think white apple and powder. I might go with the lemon leaf. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. This lemon, because I love yellowy greens. I think these ones up here look really pretty. So let's do lemon leaf and grass. And you can always change your mind and do something else. Okay, so I like these three together. So let's start with our base. You don't have to have a ton of colors to do this either, but it does help if you have a set like our 72 here, because you've got some really good options. And although you can blend and mix colors, because we're doing that a lot here, but it's nice to have some different ones to choose from that have different undertones and values, because that can really help you to create an infinite amount of colors when you have a good set to start out with. But, you know, get creative. That's what it's all about. And this is a printable, you can just print off again. You wanted to try again, and you can print it on whatever paper you'd like. This is on Stonehenge Legion's warm white paper. So the texture is made for blending beautifully. So I would try it on a drawing paper instead of printer paper, because those pencils are going to blend amazing on this surface, especially if you're using a blender. It just works well to have some tooth. So now I'm going in with grass. It's our shadow. So we're doing this lemon leaf grass shade here. And that's gonna be the leaves of our strawberry. And let us know if you've done the bloom technique before. It's great for coloring books, but also, you know, if you're using colored pencils, you're drawing and you really want to make something look three-dimensional, this is good practice. Especially for skin, there is a page for skin tones in here. And that is very helpful. Okay, so there's our shadow. Then we're gonna use leaf again. And you want to alternate the directions you're using your pencil because it's going to blend better. And then yellow, or this lemon color. Beautiful. And then use your blender again. Now, you either want to scrape your pencil on, draw on a separate piece of paper just to clean it off your tip, or you can just kind of scrape that on the end. Because what's great about these blenders is they don't transfer color from one subject to another, really. I don't know how they work so well, but they're very satisfying to use. And then you can go back over the blender too. It doesn't leave any like waxy finish like some blenders do. So you can actually keep going on top. It does make the surface a little bit more smooth, but that's great for doing your extra blending. And then I'm gonna use my crumb brush, sweep that away. And now we're gonna do the wrapping on the cupcake. So going to use white powder and azure. That's this swatch right here. So I'm going to start with a white base. Just doing a white base of this. And this is also one of my favorite colors. I love blush and powder and the pink.
Those also come in our pastel set that you just was saying.
Yeah.
So you can get both of those in the pastel set we have on sale. So that's
and
kind of
the
cool.
lemon and apple. So.
Yeah, and then you have lemon there. So you're using 3 of those right now. I know, those are like some of our favorites, so we had to put them in a set.
It's like the perfect sky color.
It is. This music's so relaxing too.
Then I'm using aqua or azure. Here we go. Grab azure.
And if you're just tuning in, you can get this free download at grisaille.com. It's in the link here. It's a good practice sheet too for doing some of the blooms, and if you just want to color the little cupcake. So cute.
It's fun. And last time I did this cupcake, I did, the cupcake was blue and the wrapper was yellow. So this time I wanted to do a pink cupcake. Oh, I skipped my powder. There we go. I love it. And then I'm gonna grab my blender.
And of course you can also use OMS if you want to blend with that too. That makes it fun.
All right, so I think those are our main colors. So let's get going on the icing. White, blush, and pink. So now I'm going to do this whole part. I'm just going to start with the base of white on all the icing. So you can work in sections and color by color. That definitely helps speed up the process. And I'm just going around all the black lines. We don't want to get those looking too dusty. And then just on the outside, using the blush.
Let us know where you're watching from. Like I just said in the comments, like we're from North Carolina.
And you can shade a little bit more on these little sections too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just outlining everything and working inwards.
It's interesting how you really can build the muscles in your hands the more you draw.
Yeah.
Like if you haven't drawn in a while, you can really get fatigued, and you have to take a lot of breaks. But it does build up.
Sometimes
like
I gotta
any muscle.
stretch my hand here and there.
Yeah.
Because I just have a really bad habit when I'm writing or I'm drawing where I hold on to the pencil as tight as
Really?
possible. And I really do that when I'm writing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I will hold that pen with a death grip. And then I get a hand cramp every time. And I don't know why, because it's you don't have to.
What about?
And it works better when you're loose, too.
Do you do that if you have markers? Or is it just like that pen
No.
or pencil? Just something
It's because
harder?
I like my lines, especially with
Oh,
writing,
okay.
I like my lines to be perfect. So then I will push so hard that it hurts.
Oh, I love that color added. So cute.
Yes, it looks so pretty.
Yeah, I don't do that.
I love pink.
But my style is a little lighter than yours. Although you've gotten lighter as time has gone on.
Yeah.
You used to really dig in there, but there's some people that like Heather Rooney, man, she will dig in and it's amazing.
Yeah. Just depends.
Yeah.
Your style.
I'm too timid. But I always feel like the number one thing that artists need to improve on is going darker. I think if you just go darker, your art will improve.
Yeah.
For just so many people. And that's why even these little exercises can give you confidence. It just it can work.
Yeah, going
those muscles.
one color at a time and shading can kind of help you decide how light or dark you want to go.
Because even though this is a little coloring page, it really does translate into fine art. If you're sitting here and you're just practicing shading, then when you go to do maybe your more serious piece, you're gonna find, wow, just taking the pressure off of what your piece is going to be and practicing, then going back to your more serious piece, it really will improve you a lot. And it will help you to go darker. That's why it's like a lot of fine artists don't like coloring, or they think it's more of like a child's play thing. But it's like it is such a good exercise. If you're a fine artist, I think you should be coloring all the time. Like there should be something next to you where you're coloring. I think one of the things that really turns a lot of artists, fine artists, off from coloring is the paper. Who wants to color on most of the paper
Yeah.
that you get coloring books and stuff from? It's crap. You know, it's either too smooth or it's that newsprint, and it's not good for colored pencils. So it's like if you can, like, you know, with this we printed it off on Stonehenge. You can either print on a nice paper, or you know, just get one of our kits and practice on that paper. But it's good exercises. So it's just
Yeah.
like what athlete doesn't do some exercises, you know? They don't think, well, why should I run in circles? You know, it's like that's just training. So coloring can really be like a training ground.
And like you said, it helps you not to put too much pressure on it too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think a lot of times when you are getting really good at drawing and you're improving, you almost feel like you're going backwards if you're not doing your usual style, if it's realism. And you feel like you either have to create something that goes on the internet or has to be your best piece. You have to keep outdoing
Mm-hmm.
yourself. And then a lot of people get burnt out really quick on that because they feel like, well, my next piece has to be better than the one I just made
Yeah.
all the time. So then you're like, you can't just relax and actually enjoy just using colored pencils.
And another thing about always upping your last one is that you're not willing to make mistakes. Like you play it too safe. You always want to be safe because you don't want to invest in something and then be experimental.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing once it says, if you're not making mistakes, or if you don't have an occasional piece that you're not happy with, it means you're not pushing yourself to another level. Like you can't level up unless you go into new territory. So what better way to do that than through like a coloring page or something simple where it's like you can just explore, or you can just do something, try a color combination you wouldn't have normally tried, because you invest with colored pencils on these big pieces so many hours. Then you're just like, I'm not going to experiment on this little side part. I'm not going to. I want it to come out nice. I didn't invest 10 plus hours and then decide I'm going to experiment. But that's why it's like you have to do things that you're gonna be allowed to experiment, try different color combinations. I mean, that's part of like even why we made this book, is kind of exploring for you. You know how long it would take to try all these combinations just on your own. But here you can see some of the ones we did and then fill in the back with some that maybe you've tried on your own.
Yeah. I guess I should do this strawberry first.
What color are you going to do the paper? Did you do
blue?
Oh, okay. That'll be a cute wrapper. It's like these blooms can just even be a starting point. Like even in the middle of a bloom, you could be like, you know what, I'm going to add a little bit of yellow. I'm going to add a little bit,
right,
like whatever. And then you could be like, wow, I wouldn't have tried that.
And then at least there's a way to track what colors you use so you don't forget.
That's
and
true.
be like,
too.
oh, what was that color combo? Because I don't remember.
Yeah, you can either record it in the back or, take this book and write all over it. Who cares? It's cheap. You can get another book, but it'd be kind of cool to just have all your little notes, like what you liked, what you didn't like. Maybe you changed out a color, and then, recording your color combinations. Kind of cool too.
Yeah.
Can you get a close up? Can you zoom in on that a little bit so we can see?
Yeah, let me get.
Let us know if you're watching, like, what do you do for exercise? Are you a fine artist? Are you a colorist? And like, what do you like to do to kind of get your exercise time in, or to just de-stress? Like, we love to hear from you.
I love once you add this pomegranate in, it makes such a beautiful color.
Again, pushing those values, getting those darker colors and really make such a difference. It's like, oh, you thought we were just going to color this cute little cupcake. No, we're going to talk about values. We're going to talk about techniques.
You can see once you add this extra layer how those colors blend so much better.
Yeah.
You go back with the mid-tone. Yay.
Looks good. How do we get to eat it? We should show the little glitz on there too. That's so cute.
And then maybe I'll go in with this color.
If you're new here, we do a lot of different kind of things. Sometimes it's watercolor, sometimes it's colored pencils. But we are the makers of Colored Pencil Magazine, so we love our colored pencils, and we do have our own brand, which is amazing, I gotta say.
Yep, so I'm using our Grisaille Velvet Touch colored pencils.
And our blender is bomb. It's really the best.
Yeah,
I don't care.
green.
I am biased. It's awesome. Go look on Amazon. It's got awesome reviews. And our pencils are on sale right now too. Which sometimes we're out of stock on them. We are. Like I have to fight to keep them in stock. But yeah, so if you like watercolor, colored pencils, all those things, give us a follow. We're trying to build up our subscriptions on YouTube, our subscriber base. We don't do a whole lot. We do plan on doing more. We've just been so busy. Let us know if you've been busy this summer and what you've been doing. We've had some 100-degree days, so it's kind of hard to do a whole lot outside. But unless you're a beach person, which I'm not. Although I do feel like living in North Carolina, I should be making my way to the beach at some point. You usually do, Carissa.
Yes, it feels nicer than being in central NC because it's windier and it's not as unbearable.
You got to get to the beach. When did you go last?
A couple weeks ago.
Oh, I guess I didn't realize that. I don't know. You're always so on the go. I can't keep up with your activities. Seriously. That's cute.
And then we're gonna add.
Give
Her
Carissa a thumbs
Asher.
up if you like how this is coming out.
Oh yes, please. Thanks,
But
guys.
really, stop at our grisaille.com and check out our freebies. This sheet is just one of them, one of many. Maybe there'll be something in there that you're like, oh, this is good. So go check it out.
Yeah, but some fun little exercises, and even like to practice blending and
great practice. Do you have to touch that? Is that getting out of focus? I can't tell. And you'll also find things that you won't find anywhere else. And we're working on a lot of new stuff, so go get some freebies. Go check out all the things that we have, but definitely you want to come back because we've got, oh my gosh, a whole bunch of stuff that we're working on.
oh yeah, there's going to be a lot of things late summer and in the fall.
Yeah.
So stay tuned.
Just in time for that fall, back to school kind of time. It's like, oh, I'm not going back to school, but you know, like when everybody's back at school, you kind of feel like, all right, it's time to go back to the art desk and just kind of get busy. That really wants to focus in the back of your pencil. I guess you don't have a focus lock on that. Kind of hard. It's okay. It's looking cute. What do you guys think?
I love it. See, I like to try to get one side to be a little bit lighter and the other side darker because that adds some depth to it, and then going over these lines with the shadow. And sweeping that away, and then we just have our sprinkles, which I think I'm just going to fill in these other colors. Gonna add the other colors that I've been using.
You need a purple.
I was thinking that too. Yep, that's exact purple I was thinking.
We always think the same.
That I needed to grab.
You need the purple.
Look how cute.
I think you should take this gray and make it like a little shadow.
You mean on the bottom?
Yeah. Give it some depth. That's cute. Yeah, we just thought let's show you some of our freebies. So this is one that we have a lot of fun with. Good exercise, whether you're
it's
a
so
coloring
cute.
book
You just want
artist
and eat it.
or a fine artist. I know, it is cute.
And I love these colors we chose too.
Maybe you can hold it up so it's not slanted, you know, so you can show.
Let's zoom you out a little bit. So this is our finished cupcake on the test and swatch sheet. Free download at grisaille.com. Let us know what you guys think and what color would you do your cupcake.
Yeah, and share it on our Facebook page. We'd love to see it if you do it.
Yes. And again, we used our recipe book. You got to pick this up. It's only a couple bucks and it is full of some great color recipes. So grab this, and if you don't have a set, get our Grisaille colored pencils. They're amazing. All right, and these are all the colors we ended up using.
Yeah, let's see.
Which is more than what you'd think, but they worked perfectly together.
Okay.
All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to head to grisaille.com and check out some freebies and our sales that we have going on. All right, we'll see you in the next one, and thank you guys for watching.
Bye.
Bye.